The Oklahoma City Thunder have a master plan set in motion here as the future looks clear. Cooper Flagg could very well end up on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and this isn't clickbait. This isn't speculation. There is a real possibility that this could happen in this universe, this lifetime, this earth, all right? I'm telling you right now, if the Thunder want Cooper Flagg, they have the opportunity to go after him and get him. There's no one stopping them. Yes, they're not going to end up with the number one overall pick when you look at all the different draft, assets that they have for this season. They have Miami Heat's lottery protected first round pick this season. Philadelphia 76ers, top 6 protected. That's fringe right now between, being a top 6 team and like a team that's going to be 8 or 9, somewhere around there. Very fringe for the Sixers. They have the Clippers, unprotected pick swap, or the Rockets, whichever one is, a worse pick. And that's it, all right? Those are the only 3 picks that they have this season. So it's just like when you look at it, yes, it doesn't look likely that they'll end up with number 1 overall pick unless the Clippers go on like a 20-game losing streak here and fall all the way down there. Then there's that chance. And they didn't look like a good team to start the season, but there is an actual possibility through trades that Oklahoma City Thunder could end up with Cooper Flagg at the number 1 overall pick this season. Bill Simmons talked about it. We're going to talk about it here, what I personally think about it and what the team should do, and if they should really pursue Cooper Flagg and trading up for the number 1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Before we get into all this, quick little introduction. I'm Bryson Akins, host of Thunder Digest here on YouTube. Quick recognition right here. Around 65% of you guys that are watching these videos come back on a regular basis are not subscribed to the channel, but yet you're coming back on a regular basis and you enjoy the content that we're putting out clearly. So if you enjoy the content, find yourself coming back all the time, and you want to support the channel, best way to do so is just by hitting that subscribe button. It's a quick, easy, simple thing. You can do it here, and count you down, guys, here real quick. 3, 2, 1. You could hit that subscribe button by now. With that out of the way, let's get into the topic at hand, talking about Bill Simmons and all this going on about Cooper Flagg potentially going to the Oklahoma City Thunder with the number 1 overall pick. Yes, the Thunder are finals favorites, all right? They're the best team in the NBA. No doubt about that in my mind whatsoever. So I'm not saying the Thunder are going to get it with their own pick. It's not going to be a situation like we saw with Chet Holmgren with the 2nd overall pick in 2022. Not that situation whatsoever. Josh Giddey with the 6th pick. Nothing like that with our own pick. Through trades and draft assets that we have right now, if the Sixers pick converts to us and the Heat pick, all right, I could see where we package both those picks and future picks to trade up and try to get Cooper Flagg, all right? Even Bill Simmons thinks so as well. When you look at it right here, right here, boom, all right? Not an OKC fan, redundant, I know. Good account on Twitter. You guys should definitely follow him. Love seeing all the content that he puts out there. He posted this. Do you want OKC to go all in on Cooper Flagg? And Bill Simmons says the Thunder should trade 8 first-round picks for Cooper Flagg. That is a little bit absurd, okay? Thinking about that, 8 first-round picks, a little bit crazy. No doubt about that, okay? It is a little bit crazy and absurd to kind of think about that, all right? It is a little absurd there. I wouldn't say 8 first-round picks. I would say, try to make it where it's like 4 first-round picks, and, 2 second-rounders, and maybe, trade Ousmane Dieng as well, because, it's like everyone thinks, Ousmane Dieng is what everyone thought Cooper Flagg, is right now, all right? They thought that he had that kind of potential. He's not going to realize that in Oklahoma City. A rebuilding team could use a player like that and a ton of draft assets. Oklahoma City has exactly that package to give up right there. Even Bill Simmons talked about it a little bit right here, all right? Boom, let's get into it right here. Finishing at the bottom of the NBA standings is rarely ideal for fans, but this year it could mean a shot at landing Duke standout freshman Cooper Flagg. However, NBA analyst Bill Simmons believes a team outside the lottery should make a bold move. He suggests the Oklahoma City Thunder, one of the league's top contenders, should go all in to acquire the talented forward. What are they, Thunder, going to do with all these picks? Simmons remarked during his podcast. Could this be the year that they take that 7th, 8th, 9th Philly pick, if that's a pick, and 8 picks to it, and just say, give us Cooper Flagg, here's the all-time motherload of picks? I kind of like that idea. Now, I don't like the idea of trading, 8 picks for it, 8 first-round picks, because that's almost all of ours, and we'd only be left with ours only there. I would say 4 first-round picks, including, 2 that convey this year, along with, 2 or 3 in the future. Boom, call it good, and maybe a player as well to sweeten the pot there. I'd be fine with that. 8 first-round picks, I wouldn't like that because I still want some backups there for role players. We need to fill some spots because, money, it's not all going to work out. It's not going to be, roses and, sunflowers out there in the field. You're going to need to draft players to fill in those role player spots that are going to play 10 to 15 minutes a game, but aren't going to be these, top tier guys. So that's why I really like, to keep some of these picks as well. And I see the process with Presti there, but I also could see the process for a generational talent like Cooper Flagg to trade up and go get him. There was something interesting that he did say the other day, though. All right, Cooper Flagg did say, I'm not going to say that word. You guys are going to deduct what it is, but he wants to come back to Duke next year. If he gets a big enough NIL package, I could see a world where Cooper Flagg stays at Duke. Even then, I don't think it'd be a bad idea to try to trade up a little bit in this year's draft with guys like Ace Bailey, some of those other top tier prospects in, college basketball right now. Even some international guys have been balling as well. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to try to go up from 8th overall to try to see if you can get to 3rd or 4th. Okay. That's not going to take as much of a mother load of draft picks. For Cooper Flagg, it would take like 2 or 3 first rounders and that'd be it, honestly. But there is a world where OKC could definitely trade up and go get Cooper Flagg. I'd be all down for it, okay? I'd be, completely 100% for it. Because this right here, here's some stats. Nathan Yasis over at Clutch Points. This was the article that I kind of got all this information from as well. Flagg is dominating for the Blue Devils, leading the team in all 5 major statistical categories while emerging as a favorite for National Player of the Year. Adding him to an already elite Thunder squad led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would instantly elevate their championship aspirations. The 6'9", 205-pound freshman is putting up 19.8 points per game, 7.6 rebounds, not 17, sorry, and 4 assists per game, while contributing defensively with 1.6 steals and 1.2 blocks. He's shooting efficiently across the board, 61.9% at the rim, 42.1% on non-rim twos, 81.4% from the free throw line, and 37% from 3 on 3.8 attempts per game. This is a generational player. Not to mention, he reclassified. All right, he should be in the class of 2025 for high school. He should be in high school this year. He went ahead and reclassified and was like, look, I want to go and be in college. I can already dominate. And he has been. He's already been dominating, okay? That's the thing. He's already playing to this level. I would not mind trading up for him, taking what it can get to get him. I just wouldn't want to trade more than 5 picks, all right? 5 picks is my limit. 8 picks is kind of absurd. You want to keep some of those first-round picks. Now, if it takes 8 total picks, like you say, oh, let's do 5 first-rounders and 3 second-rounders, I'm fine with that, all right? Because we still have a ton of second rounders there. Presti has a lot of good luck finding great players in the second round. Aaron Wiggins, AJ Mitchell, Jay Will, all those guys. He does well at drafting second round guys, even undrafted guys like Lou Dort. Does a very good job at that. So I wouldn't mind keeping, a lot of second round picks, still have a few first round picks, and you have guys that, fall in the lottery to you because you kept some of those picks. That's good. Now, there are still also great players in this year's draft right here. This is the first simulation that I did that ended up following it. Right now, the Sixers are projected to go 6th overall. They could jump up. They could easily jump down. In this first simulation I did, they jumped down. When you look at this, Cooper Flagg going 1st overall right now is what they're projecting. You also have Dylan Harper, who's a great player in this draft, averaging 21 points a game over at Rutgers. Also, along with 5 rebounds and 4.7 assists. You have Ace Bailey, who's averaging 20.6 points per game as well, and 8.2 rebounds right beside Dylan Harper right there. VJ Edgecombe's also great over there. Trey Johnson, even though he's a shooting guard, is also great. Newpel, I believe is how it's pronounced, projected to go to the Thunder there at 7th overall. Not a bad player whatsoever. 16.1 points per game and 4.4 rebounds right next to Cooper Flagg. Those are impressive numbers. 6'7", 217 pounds as well, and he's about to turn 20. Good right there. You also have the Duke center, Kaman Maluk. I believe that's how pronounced as well, averaging 14 and 11 a game and 2 blocks. Very impressive right there, okay? A bunch of good guys. Even Noah Asungwe over at Ratio Farm Ulm. Shout out Isaiah Roby, my guy over there, balling out with him as well. 18.8 points per game, 8 rebounds, almost a block, and 2.1 steals per game at 6'9", 194 pounds as small forward, power forward. That'd be a great pick as well, and the Thunder could easily get him right there. All these guys I'm fine with. So I'm fine with staying where we're at, but if you have the opportunity to be like, look, here's 5 first-round draft picks, including 2 in this year, all right, and Ousmane Dieng, just give us Cooper Flagg, especially with the value that some of these Thunder picks do have from other teams. If you're a team, like, let's just go back here and look at some of these teams, all right. If you're a team like the Pelicans, if you somehow end up there and you keep Zion Williamson and everyone else, what's the point of drafting Cooper Flagg? All right, I get it. He's great, but, it'd be kind of crazy for them to take him and be like, okay, who's going to be our face now? Because Zion Williamson is still quite young. So you could easily flee some of these teams. The Spurs, if somehow they jump up, and I don't see that happening. The Trailblazers and Bulls, those guys, like those teams, I don't really see them, really having a need to take Cooper Flagg 1st overall. Yes, if you end up with number 1 overall pick, Cooper Flagg's a no doubt, no-brainer question right there answer. Yes, he's number 1 overall pick. But some of those teams where it's like, oh, we don't really, need him. It'd be nice to have him, but we don't really need him. The Thunder could package those picks, move up and be like, look, here it is. Boom. We got Cooper Flagg now. You also have more picks to truly do this rebuild the right way by looking at what we did. So I see a world where trading up for Cooper Flagg needs to happen. And I'm not saying it like I say needs, it could definitely very well happen. I think the Thunder, no other team has the capital and assets to do this move. Only the Thunder can. I'm also fine with only trading up to like the 4th or 3rd overall pick and trying to get a Ace Bailey, someone like that, Trey Johnson. I'm also fine with staying where we're at and getting Noah Sungwe as well over at Ratio Farm Old, as he is very impressive as well, and I think he fit in with the Thunder 100%. So I'm fine with any of those moves, but I'm also interested in what you guys personally think. Do the Thunder have to absolutely trade up for Cooper Flagg if they have the chance? Because I do think if you have the chance, you got to make some calls to be like, look, let's try to make a deal that makes this happen. That's all I got for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.